title of the book is The Revelation of Jesus Christ. And that word revelation is technically the apocalypse of Jesus Christ. And as you've already hinted, when people in our time hear this word apocalypse or apocalyptic, there's this fear note that arises. You hear the word apocalypse and you think, uh-oh, something really bad is going to happen. So for instance, I was watching BBC a couple of weeks ago, and the cameraman was panning the streets of London. And he goes, boy, this is apocalyptic.
Yeah.
And I thought, I know what he means, but the word he should use is this is terrifying, or this is catastrophic, or this is something like that. But apocalypse, no, not necessarily. The first century person hears this word apocalypse and they go, oh, wow, bring it on. Because simply apocalypse means as you've already hinted, opening up of a curtain, or lifting up of a cover off of a box, or opening a door. Hence chapter 4, verse 1, I saw a door open. And the curtain is pulled back to reveal what has always been there, but we didn't recognize because the curtain was closed. So I've got this closet next to me, and I just open that up, you can't see that, but I open that door. That's an apocalypse.
Yeah.
And by the way, my closet's really nice and organized, so I don't mind showing it. But at any rate, so John is on the island of Patmos, and Jesus gives him an apocalypse. Jesus pulls back the curtain so that John can see what he otherwise would not be able to see. That's the key thing. Apocalyptic literature, like Daniel and like Revelation, is all about seeing something you could have never figured out on your own. You could have never deduced any of this. So when you and I, our contemporaries, look out at the world now, you wouldn't deduce that the world's being run by a crucified king. You just wouldn't figure that out. You wouldn't deduce that even in our suffering, we're being loved in a way that we never imagined. So it requires an apocalypse to do that. By the way, the Apostle Paul uses this language. In Galatians 1, he says he came to faith as a result of an apocalypse. Jesus opened the curtain and he saw Jesus. He says that his gospel, Romans 1, 16 and 17, the gospel is the power of God unto salvation, for in it the righteousness of God is apocalypse, is opened up. It's Paul's way of saying, I would have never, ever figured out the meaning of the cross without him pulling it back. So John is on the island of Patmos, and Jesus gives him this experience, huge experience. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what this was, whereby he pulls back and shows something John would have not seen. Now, here's the important thing. I think it's really critical that when we're reading this last book of the Bible, we keep the title clear. It's the apocalypse of Jesus Christ. Now, of in what sense? By him or about him? Yes. Both by him and about him. So the full title of the book is the apocalypse of Jesus Christ, by Jesus Christ, about Jesus Christ. The unveiling of Jesus Christ, by Jesus Christ, about Jesus Christ, which says to me, and Tim, you've seen this in the book, that if I've read this last book of the Bible faithfully, I will be more in love with Jesus Christ. I'll be preoccupied with him. I'll see everything through him. If I'm preoccupied with something else, I didn't read it correctly. It's all about him.